What's cooking, Silverback Nation? It is Sunday, September 10th, and you know where you are. You're in the betting jungle with Patrick. Rico's having brunch. He's a hungry parrot, and he's getting his belly full for a big day of sports. He'll be back with us tomorrow. Now, I know it's week one of the NFL, and I'm excited about that, too. We have a video with 6 great picks that you can find on our channel, but there's still money to be made with Major League Baseball, and we're going to hit that today. Now, 2-1 last night. Our last 2 nights were 3-3. And all 3 losses are on the hook. And I just want to tell you, that's how close those bets have been. The reads are good and the bets are good. Like last night, Johnny Cueto ended on the hook for us. He was our only loss. I watched that entire game. He had 2 3-2 counts where he had to change up right down the middle, called as a ball. Even the announcer said that's silly. That just should have been a strike. I'm not complaining that happens. A loss is a loss nonetheless. But that's how close those bets have been. We're 1 called strike away from being 6-0. Our last 2 nights. So trust the reads and bets, guys. We're doing good work here. We're 131 and 103 on the season, a 56.1% hit rate. And let's get right to it. Get these bets in. All the games are early. Here we go. Pick number 1, Sawyer Gipson-Long. Who? Well, that's Lily's kid, the Georgia Peach of the Detroit Tigers. Over 3.5 strikeouts today against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch is 1:11 p.m. Eastern Time. 11's my favorite number, so that's a good omen. Now, Gibson-Long is making his major league debut. He's a Tigers' #1 pitching prospect. He has no problem missing barrels. He averages over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings in AAA. He's got a world-class slider, and the Chicago White Sox have the second, I'll say worst, right? The second highest whiff rate in Major League Baseball. He's a strikeout kid. He's a big kid, fastball in the high 90s, and like I said, slider and changeup that are out of this world. It's a low line for him, over 3.5. I've been studying him all morning, all of his footage in AAA, and he's going to hit over 3.5 today. The Tigers want to give him work. He's going to be in the rotation next year for the entire year, most likely. So they're going to give him 75 to 90 pitches. They're going to give him 5 to 6 innings, and that's more than enough time for this young stud to go over 3.5 against the White Sox. Lock it in. Pick number 2, we have a more familiar name, Zach Eflin of the Tampa Bay Rays. Over 5.5 strikeouts in an important game against the Mariners. Wild card implications. Eflin, 158 strikeouts in 155 innings and a 25.7% K rate. Give us Zach Eflin to go over 5.5 today against the Mariners in a very meaningful game. Pick number 3, Cole Ragans. Over 5.5 today, the Royals against the Blue Jays. Have you seen this sumbitch throw the baseball lately? Man, he can toss it. 87 strikeouts in 72 innings. Last 4 games, Mr. Ragans, you ready? 7 Ks, 9 Ks, 11 Ks, 9 Ks, 29.6% K rate on the season. Now, I've heard in some reading that I've done that this time of year when NFL starts is when it's the best time to hit the Major League Baseball books, because most of the focus with the odds makers, the line makers, the sports books go toward college football and pro football. So this is the time to get them on the baseball books. So everyone should be putting these bets in. I believe that Cole Reagan should be over 6.5, his line. I believe that Gipson-Long should be over 4.5 for his line. I think this is a great day for the Silverback Nation to take advantage of baseball and go for the sweep. Have a great day, Nation. Enjoy the entire day of sports. And maybe I'll see you live tonight, but at the very least, I'll see you tomorrow with a little more cabbage in your pocket.